Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Marvel United. So we got completely wrecked by Vulture last game. I did not expect Vulture to be as broken as he was, but he seems to be a rather very difficult villain. But that's just my luck that I had with him. We're going to be playing Doctor Octopus as Ant-Man, Daredevil, and Wasp. Never played against Doctor Octopus, obviously. Pretty much from here on out, I have never played against anything. It's just going to be pretty much new. I haven't looked up how to play against them. I'm going to be going blind and all that jazz. We've got Shuri's Lab, Warrior Falls, Golden City, Sanctum Sanctorium, Mirage, and Midtown High School as our locations. No special rules with Doc Ock. So he's going to start with 6 health with us. Special rules. When a location has 3 crisis tokens, it is destroyed. Remove it from play. Oh my. If Dr. Octopus is there, he moves clockwise. Any heroes there, move to an adjacent location. Locations adjacent to a destroyed one are considered adjacent to one another. Well, that's pretty cool. Bam, deal 1 damage to each hero in Dr. Octopus's location and place 1 crisis token there. And if something overflows, it gets a crisis token. And the heroes lose if 4 or more locations are destroyed. That is pretty cool. I like that. He's kind of like Venom, except instead of heroes, it's locations. So I've already shuffled his deck. I don't even know why I'm grabbing it. Let's see his threat cards. He's got Mysterio with 5 or 3 health. Deal 1 damage to 1 hero in this location. Add Thugs and Villain. He might be a bad thing. Vulture, bam, deal 1 damage to 1 hero in this location, then move this card to the first clockwise location without a threat, if possible. Sandman gains 1 health, deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. In danger of civilians, each civilian in this location requires 1 extra to be rescued. And he's got 2 of those, 3 of those. Oh boy, okay. I'm thinking Mysterio might be the start we want to do, but if he bams at the start, we really don't want to start with a damage. Endanger civilians, Vulture, Sandman, Mysterio, endanger civilians, endanger civilians. So let's go ahead and draw 3 cards for each hero. We will have Ant-Man be first player off the bat. Yeah. So I guess if a location is destroyed, I don't think the I don't think the threat will count for us, so we got to clear quick. I think we are going to start with Mysterio because he only hits 1 person and he's only got 3 health. I do like that. So we are going to see his first card. He's going to move 2 and bam. He starts in Shuri's last, so he's going to move 2 and bam. So 1, 2, bam. And that places a crisis token. And when a location gets 3, it's removed from the game. Let's check. Vulture, deal 1 damage to 1 hero. He can't move. Sandman's going to gain 1 health, so we do need to be tracking his health. That puts him at 5 health. Mysterio is going to do damage to 1 person. I think I'm going to choose... No, Daredevil's got a pretty good hand, actually. So does Wasp. We will get rid of... Ant-Man will take the damage, and we'll get rid of his move, putting it at the bottom. And nobody else bams. He gets a thug where he's at. 2 to the right. And 2 to the left. I apparently forgot to put out a million there. So we are in danger of overflowing pretty quickly here. So that is the start of Dr. Ock's turn. Ant-Man, we are going to use grow. So move, then 3 damage against a single target. So he can move 3 damage to Sandman. Oh, and this did overflow because of Mysterious Bam. I didn't read the second part of his, so it does overflow. So why we need to get rid of him quickly. Then I could move again if I want. I might. And probably not, though. We'll do Wasp. She's got what her hand's looking like here. Shrink. We are going to just do a single punch to Mysterio, putting him at 2. Daredevil's turn. We are going to do double wild with the punch. So we're going to use the double or 1 punch to beat him up and 1 wild to beat him up, giving us a clear threat. And then we are going to use the other wild to just get rid of a thug. His turn again. 1 and bam. His bam is deal 1 damage to each hero in his location and place a token there. Sandman bams does 1 damage or gains 1 health and deals 1 damage. So Ant-Man takes the damage. We will do his punch at the bottom. Wasp takes the damage. We will put a move punch at the bottom. Daredevil takes the damage. We will do his punch at the bottom. Or wait, wrong character. He puts a civilian where he's at. 2 to the right. And 2 to the left, which will make it overflow. Back to our turn. Wasp is going to start. Move punch. Daredevil did end his turn there. And it says, end of turn, you may place 1 action token from the pool on a threat or power up card. So I will take a action token, and place it on one of the endangered civilians. We've got double wild. I'm going to do move punch. So I'm going to punch this guy. I'm going to move here and double wild and get rid of this threat. And it says, in turn, gain a wild token. Daredevil's turn. Blind Justice. Gain move token for each thug you defeat this turn. And he has radar sense. Gain either a star or punch token for each location you enter this turn. He is there. I am going to use double star to save the 2 here. And then can move here and punch. And he ends his turn gaining a wild token. Ant-Man's turn. He gets a punch and 2 star. So I'm going to use his punch and 2 star. So 3 stars. So 2 of them I'm going to use for this, and I'm going to punch Sandman for 1, putting him at, putting him at 1 health, or 2 health. Going to go to Doc Ock. He's going to 1 and bam. 1 and bam. Oh boy, he's just like following everybody. So I'm going to do her move punch at the bottom for Wasp. Daredevil, I'm going to put the radar sense at the bottom. And then Ant-Man's going to take damage. That does put a crisis where they're at. Ant-Man's going to take a damage, knocking him out, which is going to make him bam again, knocking both of them out. That is going to get rid of, with all those bams, this is gone. And then it says, it is destroyed, move it from play. At Doc Ock there, he moves clockwise. And then we're allowed to move to an adjacent location, so we'll also move there. Oh, I forgot to put a clear threat that we already did for earlier. Yeah, a lot of bamming there. They are KO'd. Everybody's KO'd. Vulture, move it to the first clockwise location with a threat, so he just moves. Okay, and then Thug. Two Thugs over here. And 2 Thugs up here. Alright, back to our turn. Everybody's up. Everybody's going to draw 4. Daredevil starts. We've got Man Without Fear, gain move token for each civilian you rescue this turn. A star, a wild, move punch, star punch, and the Man Without Fear. Like I said, we will we have a wild or a star. A wild. I'm going to put a move punch. So I'm going to use the star to put at this location. I'm going to punch a guy and actually move punch. Ant-Man's turn. Ant-Man has a wild. Quantum Leap, swap this card with any card in your face up, and that is the one you played this turn. Any in the storyline. Shrink. Alright, well, I already know what I'm going to play. I'm going to play Quantum Leap. We're going to replace it with the double wild, and it's going to act like that's the card we're playing. Actually, does it say his? No, it says any card. Oh, your. Okay. We don't want to do that yet, then, maybe. So the double wild. Where's he at? He's up there. I need to defeat Sandman here. I'm going to do Shrink. You cannot take any damage till the beginning of your next turn. It's a wild. So we're going to use the wild and the punch to defeat Sandman, gaining us a clear threat. And then I can move. I'm going to move here, and it says you may punch in this location, which we are. It's his turn. Wasp's turn. Got wings. You may move yourself on any number of heroes from your location to another location. Don't really need to do that right now. double wild. We are going to use the double wild. Got 3 wilds. I'm going to use 2 of them to get rid of. Well, no, because I'm not quite ready here. I'm going to use 1 to punch a guy. Move up here to punch a guy. And then that'll be his back to Doc Ock's turn. Move clockwise to the next location with any heroes. Daredevil. Move all Tentacles Gramps, move all heroes 1 location closer to Doc Ock. Then bam. Oh boy. So Daredevil. So Crisis where he's at. Daredevil and Ant-Man are taking a damage. I'm going to do his Daredevil's single star at the bottom. For Ant-Man, we are going to put the single star at the bottom. Okay. Interesting card. Back to our turn. Vulture is going to be moving here. All right, back to Ant-Man's turn here. Where is Ant-Man? He's over here. We're going to do his wild. We're going to use it to beat up a guy. Or 1 to beat up a guy. Getting rid of clear thugs. And the other 2 to place endangered civilians. 2 stars on endangered civilians. Wasp's turn. Wild. We can move to any location. I'm going to do this. So I may move myself and anybody to any location. I'm going to move over here. Place another star on this one. It's going to be his turn. He's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. No bam, luckily for us. 1 civilian, and then 2 on each adjacent. No overflow. Back to our turn. Wasp will start. Energy protection. You can move to any location and punch there. You don't want to do that yet. I am going to wild, which I will use to get rid of endangered civilians, giving us all of our clear threat. Doc Ock is now damageable. We are not close to him, though. Daredevil's turn. Drawing a star. Well, can I move? No. Little star punch, so I'll use this to star and get rid of this endangered whatever. I'll move and punch a guy so we don't overflow, or try not to overflow. Back to Doc Ock's turn. He's going to move 4 and bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to bam, getting rid of this location. Going to move over here. Daredevil's going to take a damage. We'll get rid of his single star. And then Vulture is going to move after he bams. He's going to put 1 thug where he's at, 2 to the left and right. He does overflow over here, putting a crisis token. I'm going to go ahead and clear up some cards here. All right. It's going to be Daredevil's turn. Where is he? Way over there. We'll do a wild, allowing us to move and then punch him for 1. Then we can save a guy. Ant-Man's turn, who is nowhere near where he needs to be. We will use his double wild, 1 to move, and we will use 2 and the end of turn to get rid of 3 bad guys. Doc Ock's turn, move 3. 1, 2, 3. Master Planner. Deal 1 damage to each hero in any locations with any crisis tokens, then place 1 where he's at. Okay, so let's just first do the one here. So he didn't take any damage because that's the first one on that location. Daredevil takes the damage. We will do his Man Without Fear. Wasp takes the damage. We will do her single move because she's not going to need it next turn. And I'll show y'all why. It is back to our turn. Ant-Man's going first. He draws a move. We are going to use Quantum Leap, which allows us to swap the double wild as the card we played this turn. We're going to hit him for 2, putting him at 3. It's going to go to Wasp's turn. Wasps. We're going to use Energy Projection. You can move to any location and punch there. Punch him for 1, putting him at 2. And then we can punch again, putting him at 1. We can use the double wilds to put him at -1. We can use the wild token to put him at -2 and completely, easily destroy him. And that is Dr. Octopus. Really like how he plays. I like how Vulture is like a threat card that keeps moving. I really like how he makes the game smaller. Yeah, big fan of how he's slowly suffocating the game. I love the remove. I love when there's like a remove type of mechanic. Big fan of that. So let's go see what we unlock.
All right, with Doc Ock defeated, and find him. There he is. Doc Ock defeated. We're gonna go ahead and knock him off. We used Ant-Man, Wasp, and who was the other one? Daredevil. Did win. Get a brain and a cog. Unlock. How many keys do we have? We need to unlock some new characters. We have 3 keys. Want to unlock Venom. Will what do we haven't unlocked? Use the brain to unlock Mantis. Use the cog to unlock Yondu. You almost have every character unlocked. That's what I'm trying to do down here. Use the other key to unlock Black Cat. Yeah, we have like everybody unlocked. I'm trying. Except a couple down here. Another key unlock Jessica. Why not? All right. I think we are going to go straight into Mysterio and try him out.